come in, since it'll be a little out of the ordinary for me to start at 1 p.m. Central Standard. But since I didn't stream last week because I had stuff going on, personal stuff, I thought I'd just give it an extra hour here and play through some old school classics. So we'll be doing pretty much nonstop Atari 2600 all day today. I got a big old stack over here, just for time's sake. I'm sorry for all you purists out there, but I will just be using the Uno cart, which is just a flash card here. I am using the Atari. It's actually an Atari 7800 that I'm playing 2600 games on, using a Sega Genesis controller so I don't wreck my hand with the classical joystick. So yeah, not exactly going fully old school here, but I think it'll still be fun just to play through some of these nonetheless. I thought I'd start out with Frogger, and just going to hold off a second on doing that until I see people start entering the chat, and then I will get going on this. But anyways, here we go. Alrighty, it looks like rooms are starting to open up here. Hello to you that are just joining here. We're about to get started with Frogger on Atari 2600. I just got to hit reset here, make sure I got everything. Yeah, everything's looking good. Got to wait for the theme song here to... Alrighty. So, I'm sure most of you are familiar with this game. There's really not much to say. You are a frog, and you need to get from one side to the other, and it gets faster and more difficult as the game progresses. Oh, and I have the difficulty turned on, so I can't go to the edge. Hey, King Solomon, how's it going? Sorry I wasn't on last week. Things happen. Life happens. Things get busy, and there was just stuff I needed to get. Yeah, I'm home alone today. Yeah. Nobody is here. It is just me. Yeah, we're on lockdown right now for social gatherings, so the guys haven't been over in a few weeks now. My wife's out and about right now, so it is just me. But yeah, I feel bad not streaming last week. So let's see. So yeah. You just finished lockdown? Yeah, it sounds like we're about to get to the worst of it here in the States. We'll see what happens. It's been pretty rough recently. And let me see. Tin says that is some deep storyline. They just don't write storylines like they used to. I don't. What are you talking about, Annie? Deep storyline. Oh, is he talking about Frogger? Yes. Frogger is very deep. Look at that. Even with the hard difficulty down. You think you're going to get a new lockdown in March? Yeah, I don't know. Sounds like the vaccines are on their way. We'll just have to see what happens. Whoops, that was good. I might have to turn this difficulty down here. Well, I'll have to play some adventure later. Yeah, you know what? I thought these were on. Yeah, they should both be on B. Let me try that again. Yeah, Frogger game I'm playing. Yeah. There is Frogger on PlayStation 1 where they did update it. King Solomon, I'm doing fine. Maybe they are turned the wrong way. I thought. Let me try this again. There's a way where you can scroll on the screen. And I'm not going to just stream Frogger for 4 hours. I'm going to kind of go through a whole bunch of 2600 games. I'm going to, I actually have a huge stack of Atari games, but just to, I was saying earlier, just to save, here we go. Just to save time, I'm using an Uno cart today. That's just loaded up with the ROM, so I can just flip back and forth between different games. It's so much faster for this, and since I don't have other people with me, it really does make things quicker and easier. Otherwise, I'd be going over to the shelf, grabbing a new game, switching them out and whatnot. This game looks like Crossroads on iPhone. Yeah, actually, this would probably make a pretty good phone app now. This was top of the line back in 1980. Oh, psh. Go me. Trying to time it perfectly, and yep, you just got to get to the other side and fill those little nooks, I guess. I don't know. Is that, what would you call those? So I just kind of want to see how far I can get here and just show. Yeah, what all? There's more enemies and stuff. The game does get faster and more intense as you progress. As you see, I'm getting to level 2 now. The traffic will be doubled up and faster. Feels like lights are moving. So everything on here is, like I'm on the back of a crocodile. If I touch its mouth there, I'll die. There's different types of cars here. The red circles are lily pads. The blue circles are turtles, and that's why they disappear. They go underwater. Obviously, these are logs that I'm crossing. The next level, there'll be a snake that shows up, so you can't just hang out in this middle spot here. I don't like taking the gamble going on the turtles. Alrighty. So I'll definitely get to something a little bit more intense here. There's a lot to choose from with the Atari library. Some of these games, I'm amazed at how long I was able to play them back in the day. That's one thing with a lot of these games. It's tough to hold your attention with some of them. Some of them that I used to play for just hours on end, I can play for, a half hour or so, but afterwards I'm like, I got to move on to something else. It's such a quiet game, too. It also, you can see everything in detail. Yeah, the detail's good. It actually really helps. I modded my Atari with an AV output, so it doesn't. No, it's not running at 4K. It's running at 480 actually. That's the highest that this can even with the mod. That's the best this can do. So yeah, I got a mod kit, opened up the Atari, and you can see how fast these are running now. I opened it up and modded it so that way it doesn't have that old RF adapter anymore, because it looks so crappy. It just does not look good if you use the old RF. The ones that had like a switch on it. It said, TV, computer, and you had to move the switch when you wanted to play the game. So archaic. Even like this TV, it's too archaic. But yeah, no, having these mods on these old systems really helps for a much clearer picture. It looks really nice. All right, we're about to beat level 3 here. Oh, the snake's not here yet. I guess the snake shows up in the next one. I thought it was level 3. Shows what I know. Alrighty, there's the snake. Alrighty. Here's where the game starts to get insane. Ooh, just missed the snake. Well, hello, Evan. How's it going? It's been a bit since I've seen one of your Mega Man or Final Fantasy runs, but I think our hours are a little bit different now. I'm not up and about in the evening anymore. I'm usually fast asleep by like 7 p.m. So a lot of people that stream, I'm unable to catch their streams anymore. Only weirdos like me that stream Sundays. Oh, you haven't done any streaming? How have you gotten with that? What's your record now with the Final Fantasy speedrun there? I know you've been getting like you've gotten it down, I know. Whoa, here we go. 3 hours and 58 minutes. Wow. That's crazy. I don't even know how long it takes me to beat that. Like, for me, it's definitely not in a sitting. I don't know the game well enough to do it in a sitting, like any of the Final Fantasy games. And for those of you that play these old Atari games, I highly recommend using a Genesis controller. It's so nice. It's so much nicer than using a joystick. The joysticks are so clunky, especially after 40 years. Ooh, there we go. You got Mega Man down to 23 minutes? I still have trouble beating that game in general, the original Mega Man. Yeah. This game gets fast. Oh, there we go. There's a death. Mega Man 2 is the one where I could just sit down and play through it really quick. Even the one I had as a kid that I played the most was Mega Man 3, and I'm still better at Mega Man 2. I've played that one so much less, and it's such an easy game compared to the other ones. Unless you play it on hard difficulty. Even then, it's not terrible. Alrighty, let's see. I think after this, we're going to do some Demon Attack. That's another... Oh god, no, there's a snake on the log. Oh, seriously? It didn't count? Uh-oh. This is where I start doing stupid things. Yep. Wow. I'm on my last life all of a sudden. Well, alright. You've been thinking about starting a Mega Man 2 speedrun, Final Fantasy Tactics. I love seeing a good Mega Man 2 speedrun. That's, I think that would be a really, really cool one to speedrun. Alright, I'm gonna do this here as I, go through my Uno cart and everything. Give you a good look at my messy table here. My soundboard, water pitcher, and you can say hi to Vicious. He's the only one who's able to join me today. Alright. Alrighty, we're gonna do some Demon Attack here. This game is frickin' phenomenal. This one I could play for a long time and just have a blast. Starts out slow and easy, and this one actually has, like, you know, constant music. Well, I don't know if I call this music, but sound. Which is really nice, because one problem I have with Atari is it's so silent a lot of the times, which, you know, is nice for atmosphere and everything, but... I never get tired of this one. This one right here is just a good, solid... It's a more fun version of Space Invaders, in my opinion. And it gets insane. I can get pretty far in this, but is there any game I ever considered speedrunning? I could probably do pretty well with Super Mario 1 and 3 would be good ones for me to speedrun. Problem is so many people already do it and do it better than me. But I mean, speedrunning's never been something I've been super into. Oh, jeez. I could... Wow. But yeah, those would be the ones I would consider. Maybe Super Metroid. I'm not familiar with the speedrunning tactic, but I'm familiar with the game. So it's definitely a possibility. Yeah, these guys, they split in two, and you shoot one of the two. A lot of the times they'll start flying down and attacking you, and it's really obnoxious. Like that. 1 second. I'll look at chat in a second here. I saw an update. What's weird is, wow, okay, that was a glitch. Never stop yourself by considering the skill of others. Oh, I mean, I don't. It's just some of these guys that have speed ran some of the games that I've seen. They're so good with it, and it's so cool to watch them that I just don't know if I could make it as good a run as I've seen. Like, there's a guy on Twitch. He's got quite a few followers. Of course, now I can't think of his name. He does Super Metroid, and it's one of my favorite speedruns to watch because he's so insanely good with the wall jump that and I mean, I'm okay at it. Not like him. I can't just like he skips entire mini bosses because he's so good at just getting the wall jump, and it's incredible. I love watching it. But yeah, I've considered it, and you know, for St. Jude, if we'll see what happens there with everything, you know, being constantly locked down here. But that's not till May. Hopefully by then, it's, you know, doable, where we can get a group together and maybe make an event out of it. But that would be where I consider maybe trying out some speedrunning. I think that would actually be the time to do it. Definitely hard to do live streams of speedruns if I'm watching chat. I don't know how speedrunners are able to watch chat and do speedruns. I would need to focus. I know a lot of them have another person kind of doing the talking as they're speedrunning, and that would probably be what I'd end up having to do. I'm able to talk just fine doing, you know, casual gameplays like this. Oh, there we go. Might have to go get the old trackball out, because I have some, like, you know, Arkanoid, Super Breakout, that kind of stuff. You still, the Genesis controllers don't work. You still need to use the paddle controls or the trackball. And those are also really fun games. I've seen that they do, once in a while they'll do remakes of Super Breakout and that kind of stuff. 1 second there, Chaos. I see a updated chat there. I need to have a bot there that, oh crap, alright. Not doing so hot. Tell you what, I'll speedrun? I'll speedrun something for you today, Chaos. I will speedrun Adventure Level 1. There you go, there's my RPG speedrun there. I can do it in like a minute. How's that sound? Come on. No, now they're getting to be harder to hit. You gotta just kind of pass under those lasers. Oh. This is where it gets really hard. Adventure Level 1 for Atari, man, yeah. The Adventure, there's 3 levels on Adventure. Yep, there's the end of that. So, okay, now that I've died in Demon Attack, let me see here. Mega Man, for example, each screen transition allows me several seconds, yeah. And there are lots of screen transitions. Yeah, that's true. Actually, Mega Man would be a good one for that. I'm actually, since I got you on here, tell you what, I will actually do that. I'm gonna just load up Adventure here. All right. Wait, where am I? Here we go. Okay. Alrighty. Here's adventure level 1. Adventure 31. Let's see. I'm gonna. Whoops. All right. So I go here. I go here. I go here. I go here. Go down here. Take out that guy. Probably should have done the yellow guy first. Alrighty. The 2 dragons are dead. Now I take the black key. Go through the labyrinth. All right. There we go. You know, I just discovered, I think it was more of a fan mod type thing. But there's an Adventure 2, and I have it on, it's like a PS4 Atari compilation. And I turned it on. I'd never played Adventure 2. It's this game, but it's all new maps, different keys, castles, and creatures. And it was pretty sweet. I need to play that more. There. How long was that? That's adventure level 1. Now, I can go to level 2. Now there's a bat. That's kind of just the quick intro to adventure, level 1. So if I go to level 2 here, this one, I always did like 1 and 3 actually. 2 is probably the one I played the least. 3 I like because everything's in a different place. Oh, here we go. What? Yeah, that works. Okay, go ahead. So let's see. Okay, there's the white key. The back can be a real pain in the ass because, yeah, he takes stuff. See, he just dropped the dead green dragon off and took the white key. So stuff gets, moved all over the place. And this, levels 2 and 3 are the 2 levels where, okay, I feel like the yellow dragon, nope. Levels 2 and 3 are the ones with the Easter egg in it. Yeah, here. I'll take you. Back at your clip, my level 1 was like 1:15. Yeah, it's not terribly impressive, is it? All right, nothing in there. I could probably do better than that. You'd be 62nd on the leaderboards. Level 2, I could probably get. I don't, like I said, I'm not as familiar with level 2, so, yeah, go ahead and take my bridge bat. And there's only a certain amount of time that, eventually you get to the point where you can't go any faster. You legit can't go any faster than, what the game allows. There is a video where I think I did a Twitch video where oh crap, he's after my white key. There's a Twitch video where I did do the Easter egg thing where you take the bridge and here, I gotta open this. And then the red dragon is in here. Oh crap, there's the yellow dragon. The red dragon's in there too. I need the spear, sword. Is it a spear or a sword? I think it's a sword if you hold it this way. If you hold it the other way, it's a spear. Alrighty, let's see. Red dragon's in here too, I believe. Oh no, red dragon is in the black castle. I just set the yellow dragon free. Now he's, I don't know, running around somewhere. Oh, there he is. Come on. There we go. That is a dead dragon. Now I remember I need to take the bridge into here to get the black key. It's all coming back to me. Alrighty. So, the only way to pass through here is you gotta put the bridge there so you can go through. And then the black key is down here. And when you open the black castle, you don't set the red dragon free because the dragons actually will guard stuff. And there's actually different like levels of what they'll guard. Like some stuff they'll guard more than others. But I do need to go in there with the sword and slay the red dragon. And you know what? Just for fun, since I got you guys here, why don't I do the Easter egg? And this is the Easter egg that was in Ready Player One, which I was so happy. I was so happy that this game played such a big part in Ready Player One. All right, so he should be, up there somewhere. Of course, the bat can come in and steal the trophy, which is what the red dragon's guarding. Now that it's open, so the red dragon could come after me, and he's fast as hell. So I'm going to try to get the sword back and get up there and take out the red dragon before he has a chance, because if red dragon kills me, I can reset the game, but then that all the dragons, that's the key. All the dragons come back to life then if you reset the game. I don't even know if the sword is in here or not. For all I know, the bat took it someplace completely different. Oh, there it is. Killer. Let's do it. Okie dokie. So level 3 is the same as this, same layout, but everything's in random places. Oh no, piss off. No, Kif, you're coming with me. You're coming with me. You're going to hold the sword for me, bat. And watch, he's... Oh, you asshole. Oh, he took my sword. And I got to go find it. Oh my god, and he put a dragon here. Now he's just trolling me. Yeah, I'm like, until the bat comes and takes that dragon, I'm... Wow. Okay, that sucks. I mean, I could hit reset. Oh, that really threw a kink in everything, didn't it? Yeah, I could hit reset, but then all the dragons be back to life. Here. Oh, good. The bat has the dragon. Is the sword in here? Hope the sword's in here. Well, there's the magnet. There's the trophy. All right, well, I got the trophy. Can I get... Oh, wait. Oh, God. Yep, there he comes. Oh, this guy sucks. This guy sucks so bad. Whoa. Oh, he got me. All right. So when the dragon eats me, I can hit reset. I can continue the game, but all the dragons are back to life again. And now, yep, here's the green dragon. You know, I was kind of thinking... Oh, Jesus. See, yeah, this is bad news when you're defenseless. You have to kind of like juggle them around, which you can do with these guys, but the red dragon, he's tough to juggle because he's so damn fast. Oh. Yes? No? Okay, good. Another nice thing in these old Atari games is you can get the game to flicker like that. And... yeah, let's do that. Oh my god, look at that. All the dragons are dead. Alright, now I gotta find the bridge, because I could do... You know, I could just go grab the goblet, bring it back to the gold castle, which is the object of the game. But I'm not doing that, because I wanted to show you guys the Easter egg. Now that the dragons are all dead, it's just kind of more gotten to be... a minor annoyance with the bat constantly trying to steal stuff. one nice trick that I like to do is just kind of, if you grab it from the middle, if you kind of like, hug things close, you're able to kind of like grab the bat as he's grabbing things so he doesn't steal them from you. But now I think he's stuck in the labyrinth. So I actually shouldn't have any problem with him. I think. I hope. We'll find out. All right. So the little Easter egg thing, it like pretty much like is an actual, almost like an actual egg. It's just a little round. I'm trying to remember exactly where it is. Is it down in here? Yep, it's in here. And you have to like hug the wall. Maybe it's only in level 3. I thought I could do it in level 2, but this is where it is. You come in here, there's this little square that's just not accessible without the bridge. Yeah, what the hell? Unless it's wrong. I'm pretty sure that's right. Maybe it's only level 3 where I can do that. It is possible. I've done it. I don't think I've ever tried doing it on level 2, though. Yeah, bear with me one second, guys, since I kind of want to find... If anyone has the internet handy and can look up whether or not you can do this on level 2, that would be sweet, just in case I'm completely wasting my time here, but I'm almost positive that you can do it on levels 2 and 3. Yeah, that's the spot. I just had to double check. That is the spot right there. Yep, there's nothing else. So now just making sure, because yeah, it's just an empty. Yeah, it's just an empty hole that you can't access any other way. Yeah, there's no other spots like it. God, they flicker. It might just be level 3, guys. I apologize if that's the case. Unless I have to bring the bridge down a little bit to get it. No. Yeah, it might just be a level 3 thing that you have to be on level 3 to do it. But this is where you would get it. You would get a little like ball here. Little dot, and then you would take it over close to the beginning. Well, I'll tell you what. Should I go do level 3, and do you want to see it, or should I just win this really quick and move on to a different Atari game? What do you think, chat? I'd have to start over on level 3 in order to do it. I don't think I can do it on this level because the little ball is not there. Oh, and you also need to have multiple things on. So over here is where you do it. you need to have multiple things in this room so you could pass through this, because when there's multiple things flickering, you can pass through stuff, and you got to bring the little ball through here with multiple stuff, and then it'll bring you over to another room, and then the game designer has his name kind of scroll up. Kind of neat. I'm waiting for him just to grab the trophy here, because I know the moment I try it, it's kind of set on a... Like, after so many passes, he'll swap it up. He'll switch the trophy for the dragon. Now that I say that, he won't do it. He'll just sit here. Screw it. Let's go try to grab it. Oh, crap. I don't remember. What am I doing? Here we go. Oh. Well, that's weird. Oh. Alrighty. Well, he just took the trophy. Now I gotta go track it down. This is like, you know, times 10 in level 3 when everything's in a random spot. That bat is such a pain in the ass, because you're trying to find where everything is, and he's constantly moving stuff on you. All right, I know there's some stuff floating around. Hey, there we go. Okay. I'm not really following my own advice here. I'm not hugging the trophy. I kind of... All right. Watch this. Yeah. There's a minor Easter egg. If you hit the select button while that's going, it glitches and makes that noise. Anyways, that's Adventures level 1 and 2. I'll move into something a little bit more... action-y, I guess, as far as this goes. This right here is this was one of my favorites as a kid. This is Keystone Capers. It's as basic as you can be. You're a cop going after a crook who is in looks to be a haunted toy factory. There's bouncing balls. There's a lot more stuff in the... Do you know the reason why the programmer put his name in the game? There was a story behind that, yeah. I know that was like something that... like they weren't really given credit or anything like that back then, the programmer, so he just wanted... I think it was in something like that where... People that created games and stuff like that, just they weren't given credit, so he wanted to actually, you know, have some sort of credit for making it. Yeah. Which is, it's kind of cool. It's like the first time, you know, something like that was done. And if memory serves me right, the people, you know, behind publishing the game were not happy that he did that. Which is weird. Why would you not? Why would you not allow people, you know, give them credit? You know, they work hard. I mean, can't say I've ever tried programming a game, but from what I can see, there's a lot of work involved, especially back then when there really wasn't a standard. I mean, you kind of just made it work. Not to say they don't do that now. Alrighty. So, there's shopping carts, bouncing balls, and I guess piles of dynamite, you know. Or oil drums. I don't really know what those are supposed to be. I've always just thought they were, you know, they look like they're sticks of dynamite or something. Maybe burning oil drums. Got to use your imagination back then. So, I mean, this is pretty much all the game is. Like all Atari games, it just repeats and gets more difficult, and you play for points. There's a very few games that you can actually win on Atari. Adventure is one of the ones that I played back in the day where you could actually win the game. There was insta-kill if you hit those flying airplanes. I was playing this the other night, Keystone Capers, and I was thinking to myself, man, I must have not been good at this as a kid, because I'm just rocking this, not getting hit by anything and not dying. Boy, then I got to the further levels, and yeah, it all came back to me. It is so easy to die later on in this. There we go. So yeah, guys, here's I have to start ducking. Here's hoping that restrictions are lifted fairly soon and we can start, having full get-togethers and talk about, what's going on in the world and whatnot. More so than just the, casual stream here. Got to say, it's definitely a lot harder to do it solo, trying to keep a full conversation going, than it is talking with people. It's more natural where you can, discuss things back and forth, but still fun nonetheless. Who'd like to see Halloween for Atari? The game where the music impresses you for about 20 seconds and then gets really annoying. If I do play Halloween, it'll be for a short bit. 'Cause seriously, it's cool how good the music sounds like the movie, but it just doesn't shut up. Oh! And when you get hit by stuff, with the exception of the planes, you just lose a little bit of time. The little hats there, those are lives. And if you run out of time, you lose a life. And, it gets to be pretty insane later on. Points don't do anything in this game. You don't get extra... I don't think... Maybe you get extra lives for points. I don't know. Most of the time, points are just literally for points. Oh, crap. I don't think I'm going to make it. I just hit two things. Oh, come on. Oh, escalator. Stop taking so long. I got this. There we go. Just barely. Oh, God. Yeah, if you hit... you get into these later levels, if you hit, one or two things, you're pretty much screwed. Look how fast these shopping carts move now. And, the balls. I suck at, deciding if I should duck or jump. Can use the elevator. Problem with the elevator... Oh, God. Is it can really cut time, but then the robber sees that you're coming from a different direction and starts to run the other way. But I'm taking that chance because... Oh, come on. What? Oh, my God. He can go down, but I can't. Oh, I forgot about that. That sucks. Okay, well, I just lost a life there. I forgot you can't go down the escalator. You can only use the elevators to go down. And I just got hit by the plane. Like I said, insta-kill. And then once I lose lives here, I will do a top of the hour break here. Use bathroom, that kind of stuff. And we'll keep going. There's a lot to play. Did I just get an extra life? I guess I wasn't paying attention. I thought I was on my last one here. Oh, God. Wow. Oh, okay. Now I'm on my last life. I'm assuming it's possible to continue beating the stages. You literally just have to do a flawless run. Because I think they just give you enough time to catch up with the robber. And if you hit anything, you're screwed. You can't catch up to him. Unless you time that elevator just right. But these shopping carts are ridiculous. At least they disappear. But I think I'm too short on time now. At least I'm on the same level as him. We'll see. Oh, good. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You know, it'd be nice if you could, like, pick up time. Anyways, 1983, Keystone Capers. I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. I'm just going to take a quick top-of-the-hour break here. So I will see you in just a few. Alrighty. It's a much quicker break when it's just me needing to take a break and not 3 other people and me. So, we'll move on to the next one. It's literally just going to be a marathon of constant playthroughs here. Alright. Actually, I know what I'm looking for here. This game was fantastic here. Oh, gotta move it over to gameplay here, huh? You guys ever play Dragonfire? Oops. Apparently I don't. It's been a long time since I've played this. So you basically just need to avoid the dragon fire and then go collect the treasure and not get burned by the dragon like I just did. You got a little house down there, keep you safe. I'm probably going to want to have to do a couple playthroughs of this because I lost a couple lives in the beginning there when I shouldn't have. I'm being pretty sloppy, actually. It's been a really long time, as you can see. Alright, well that's how you die. Let's try that again. Oh my god, my timing is just way off on this. I think the last time I played this was with the actual joystick, so this is actually really, really sensitive. So playing it with the Sega controller is kind of hard. I might have to go get the joystick for this. Alright, well, getting better. Not much, but a little bit better. Yeah, the dragons get insanely fast, too. Like, you have to... It's like kaboom level of running around. And I think eventually they don't follow, because, you know, you see there's like one... Oh, God, one... My God. There's one high, one low. I think they start kind of doing more random... Oh, yeah, here. Oh my god, you can't... Wow, alright. The jumping is just so awkward. I feel like I should be doing better than this. Alrighty. So chat, you got any new upcoming games that you're looking to get? Evan has nothing. How many of you have played the new PS5 Spider-Man game? And yes, I know it's available. Oh, Christ. You know, you kind of get so used to iframes being a thing, you forget that that's not at all a thing in this. Oh, my God. And I died again. I've seen a little bit of, you know, reviews of the PS5, and it looks good. And I mean, honestly, it looks really, really nice. But I don't know. I'm just not running out to get one right now. I'll probably wait a couple years. I mean, with the exception of, like, you know, some texture and stuff like that, I'm just not seeing a huge difference anymore between console generations. I'm getting a little bit of a strategy here now, maybe. Oh, these ones that are close. There we go. Right into them. God, that dragon. Here, I'm just going to hold here. It's not like it's on a timer. I'd rather spend money needed for PS5 on NES games. Some of them will cost you that much. I remember I used to be able to get to a white dragon. That was probably it right there. It just gets so fast. Yeah, there've been a few like higher end NES games that I've acquired fairly recently. Nothing insanely expensive, but there's a few that I just will never get because I refuse to spend what their going rate is. They've always been more expensive. What NES games are you looking to pick up, Evan? No! Oh my god. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Get those bottom ones right away. Oh, yeah. Just like an adventure, the red dragon's a pain in the ass. There we go. What? Call bullshit on that. Putting you on the spot with that question? Did not do good there. Let's see. I think I could sit and play that for a while. You'll be right back? I will be right here. All right, guys. You ready for some of the worst stuff ever? Here we go. 1989, Atari 2600. This is Atari's Double Dragon, and it is awful. This had no business being on Atari, but it exists. Listen to that music. It's Double Dragon. This is unplayable. I can't get past the first screen on this. Like, there's only one button. You can't do moves or anything. There's like no jump or anything. All you can really do is just kind of, move up and down and do random punches and kicks. And when they get you, oh, there we go. Well, maybe, let's see. All right. Maybe I can get past, I got past the first screen. Oh, but there's game over. It's so bad. I wonder if there's actually a difficulty. Game 2, Game 3. Oh, it's just, yeah. 1 player, 2 player, and then 2 player with 0 lives. What a bunch of options there. I actually just changed the game type from A to B. I want to see if it makes any difference here. Because I think on the 7800, B and A are separated. I'm not sure. Yeah, when they get you like locked in there, you can't do anything. They just keep pounding on you and you can't do a damn thing about it. Okay, good. I got one. I don't know how you're supposed to beat this game. I need an Atari Game Genie. Yeah, this is usually, like, I usually never beat the first screen here. That might have been a first. Maybe I've done it, I don't remember. But yeah, that's Double Dragon. And that's enough of that. I just kind of wanted to show you that right now. Let's actually play something good. There's lots of good stuff on here. I think a cat just threw up on my Atari. Or not just, but did. There's, like, some stain here. I'm going to blame that one sitting right over here. Vicious! He's fast asleep. I think after top of the hour here, I might switch it over to Atari XE and maybe do some 8-bit Atari, just because we'll see how many we can get through here. And then we'll decide. This is Mega Mania. This was another one of my favorites as a kid. I very much enjoyed this. All right. It's similar to, well, basically a lot of Atari shooters here. Aliens are invading, and you have to shoot them. This one's weird because you can actually move the projectile around. Like, as you move your ship, you can, if you can see it, like how yeah, it's bizarre. Not many games allow you to do that. Like Space Invaders, you just like would shoot up, and that was it. And sometimes these guys get you up. Yep. They get you backed into a corner here. This is another one I was playing recently, and I got really far in it. I'm actually doing worse already. I normally don't die on this level, so we'll see how we do. They're very generous with extra lives in this, though. This one, points actually give you extra lives. They're more than just playing for points. I want to say it's like every 10,000. So, I mean, it's easy to score 10,000. We used to have names for everything in there, like those, I think we called those tires, those yellow things we called hamburgers. We had, and then like green hot dogs. I'm doing really bad right now. I am definitely going to want to have another go at this if I die quickly here, because I can normally get way further. I'm getting pretty close to my last lives already, which I should not be. It's because the pressure's on, playing live. I feel like I'm shooting through them instead of at them. Yep, it's 10,000. I just wasted my extra life. I think a lot of it is I keep feeling like I need to pay, close attention to chat, so I keep taking my eyes away from the screen. I should probably stop doing that. These, I'm not sure why. I mean, I guess I kind of see it. We call them vacuum cleaners. I remember calling them that, and I remember playing this, be like, I mean, I guess I kind of see it. Come on, hurry up and get down. Your energy, obviously, when you use up your energy, you die, so it is a timed game. You can't just sit. There we go. Plus, you get a lot more points if you, and bow ties, obviously. Bow ties are cool. But yeah, on the 8-bit Atari, the 400, 800, and XE, there's like arcade quality games, and back in the day they cost a small fortune. Oh yeah, these are just meteors or asteroids or whatnot. This is a lot easier than it looks. It's just literally just dodging them. Anything in front of you, just shoot. There we go. It actually gets a little harder at the end because you're not 100% sure where they're going to fall from. They change. There we go. Alrighty. And now we have stop and go. They start to rehash some of the old ones. I think after this, there's really, really hard to hit ones. Really, let me see if they're little eyes or whatever. Oh, nope. They're red hamburgers. This is pretty much just a quick back and forth maneuver. Try not to get hit. Doing alright so far. Looks like I lost all my lives in the beginning. I'm doing better now. Alright. These ones, yep, we call these hot dogs. Looking back, I'm kind of like, yeah, I guess I see it. We must have just had better imaginations as kids. Whoops. It's alright, about to get another extra life here. Should be good. Alrighty, one to go. There we go, there we go. There's that extra life. Ugh. Kind of have to, you know, make yourself a little window here so you don't get hit by stuff going back and forth. If you try to hit everything at once, you will die. There we go. These are the little, like, eye things that I always have such a tough time hitting. Because, yeah, like the hit detection, yeah, there's hit detection and everything, just like in other games, but, It's really precise with these. There's not like, you know, a box drawn around them. You need to, as you can see, you literally need to hit them. I oftentimes die at this just because they get so close and they're just so damn hard to hit. So this is usually the level that oftentimes kills me. I can beat it. I will likely beat it. Yeah, there we go. But I do die there a lot, and I'll game over at that. And then if I make it to this is surprisingly not as bad. Except for when I make myself a... If you could see over there, I just made this very difficult because now I have a wall that I can't get into without dying. They just keep coming down. And... you can try, but the problem, you know, you can't just, like, shoot and hope they'll go into it, because when you move, the bullet moves. So that's a huge problem. So, yeah, you kind of just have to do that. I was going to die anyways just because I was going to run out of time. But, yeah, ideally when these things come down, you don't want to do what I just did. You want to, Alright, I got an extra life, thankfully. Okay, yeah, this is going to start getting really dumb now. Oh my god, it's so close. Come on! There we go. Okay, almost had another extra life. Oh, now we have... This sucks! Come on, give me that extra life. I need it. Oh, shit. I was like 120 points away. So, anyways, that is Mega Mania. That game's fantastic. It's a really, really just fun little shooter action. I think there might be... I want to say 1, then 2 player. I don't think they do like 3 or 4 players, so this might be harder difficulty. I'm kind of curious what the difference here is. I honestly don't see any difference between 3. It looks... Yeah, so far it looks the same as the others. Yup. This seriously looks like the exact same game. Oh! Oh! I see the difference. I don't control the bullets. Actually, I think that's supposed to be more difficult, but I think I'm more used to that, so that might actually be easier. Because being able to wiggle the bullet around is weird. I don't know if I like that. It's like that shitty action movie where they, you curve the bullet. What movie was that? I don't remember the name of that. I never saw it. It looked so stupid, but where you like move the gun as you're shooting. Wanted? Yeah. Did you end up seeing that? Is it any good, or is it as dumb as the commercials made it look? I know they tried to, recreate it on Mythbusters, and of course, you can't. Because that's not how guns work. Whoops. It was an action movie. Yeah, well. That it was. I've definitely seen my fair share of action movies that wound up being really bad and not in a fun way. Wow, actually it is a little harder here, not being able to control the bullets after all. I'm not doing well. I remember a friend of mine and me, we went to go see Ballistic X vs. Seaver. Hands down, one of the worst action movies I've ever seen in my life, and not in a fun way. I mean, it was bad. Like, holy smokes, was it bad. I'm actually curious how many of you knew this was on Atari 2600. I still have the magazine that actually had Rampage coming out on Atari, and I remember telling my mom I wanted it either for Christmas or my birthday, and I remember she went to the store. The graphics are really good for Atari. I mean, until you get to this, then it looks like Atari, but those opening, let's look at them again real quick. I mean, that looks really good for Atari. The guy at the store told my mom, yeah, that's only for Nintendo. You can't get that on Atari. That guy was wrong, except for no stores carried Rampage for Atari, but it does exist. So, yep, I'm going to play as George. I mean, this is pretty impressive right here for Atari, like I said. Until you get to this, then it looks like an Atari game. But, I mean, it's still the same premise. It actually plays pretty well. You can't punch down to destroy buildings, though. You got to do this. But, I mean, it's Rampage with crappy graphics. The game really does play the same, though. You just gotta use your imagination. I don't know how happy I would have been getting this game and playing it on Atari. Be like, wow, this looks like crap. Now, if you had this on the Atari XE or 7800, it was actually pretty solid, but you punch down to get rid of that line of building. And in this game, the buildings themselves actually need a lot more damage to go down. And once you start running out of building to punch, it's kind of hard to tell where the building is. There we go. Alrighty, look at that. Zone 1 cleared. Oh, and then this is run. If you just hit the button, you just kind of just do this across the screen. And I remember like Rampage on Nintendo or any of the other consoles, if you do like Rampage World Tour later on for like PS2 and GameCube, it was basically unlimited continues. They followed they followed the arcade where you just kept hitting the button and you would come back. I don't remember if this does that or not. We're going to find out here because my life is pretty diminished. Alright. Get down. But, yeah. Like I said, it does play the same. It just looks crappy. I think if I want to say you get life from eating the people on the street. I don't remember. And those destruction sound effects, very Atari. Love it. Oh, is that Chicago? That looks like Chicago. It's exactly what I think of when I think of Chicago. If Dr. Seuss created Chicago. Oh, yeah, they still have the toilets. Ooh, gotta get the trolley. I don't know, what would you guys think if you played this port from the arcade? I remember when I first played this, it was, I think it's still around. It was a place called Cheapskate. I don't know if it's still open, still a thing. You know, you used to have your birthday there. It was a roller skating rink, and they had a big arcade. Oh, that was the first time I ever played this. They had Rampage. I want to say it was like right next to Pac-Man or something like that. I mean, this would have been like probably my 5th birthday or something like that. So, all the fancy arcade games were still pretty old school then. But this was my first time playing it, and I thought it was pretty amazing. And that's when I decided I wanted this for Atari. I just tried to imagine what I would have thought if I had seen it as a kid. I wonder how disappointed I would have been. I'd honestly rather play this port of Rampage than the Atari's port of Pac-Man. That is probably one of the roughest transfers of an arcade game for this era that I ever played. This one's far less flickery and glitchy. Nope, I'm about to die. If you'd never seen an 8-bit game, and that's the thing. I mean, oh no, you can't come back. Oh wait, yes you can. Yes, you can. It does follow the arcade. It just doesn't do it exactly the same. I did play the Rampage arcade game. I don't want to say fairly recently. It's probably like 15 years ago. Excuse me. But, I mean, more recently than when it came out. And, the graphics aren't as good as the arcade version. The graphics are not as good as I remembered it being. Like, I remembered Rampage looking just amazing the first time I saw it when I was like 5. And, I mean, it looks fine. It doesn't look as good. And that's kind of funny how that works, you know. It's kind of like, there's the meme that, you know, what you remember Final Fantasy VII looking like, and has, you know, like in full detail, kind of like, you know, a lot of us remember it looking more like Legend of Dragoon or Final Fantasy VIII for that matter. And when you go back, you're like, I don't remember this being so polygonal in so many places. Just because, you know, it's all the cutscenes and stuff that you remember. Plus, you know, it was the first game of its kind. Before that was 6, which was on Super Nintendo. 3 for us. And I, for some reason, can't punch. There we go. So, yeah. And I... Even some PS2 stuff, I was playing, oh, what was I just playing? And it had a cutscene, and it looked good, but not as good as I remembered it. I don't remember. Oh, I remember. It was, and it wasn't a PS2, it was Xbox, Star Wars Jedi Academy. I was just playing that. It looks good, but it looked a lot better to me back in the day. It really did. Rampage is also a game that's a lot more fun if you play it with people. Like, it gets very monotonous after a while if you're playing it solo. as I'm feeling right now. And this is another game you can win. I want to say it is... I can't remember if it's like 150 or 250 screens that you have to clear, but you can win. I'm assuming this follows the same. It's following the same cities as the arcade version. And those watching, I don't know if you follow. I think Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I did like a quick, just a very, very quick 1-minute video just to walk through of the game room so far. I'm not sure if you've had a chance to see that. Eventually, I'll do a much more formal one once I kind of have everything exactly how I wanted. There's still some things that are kind of a mess that I would like to get situated better before I do a formal show off of everything in the game room. But if you haven't, it is on there for you guys to see. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And I believe my link should be among all that stuff scrolling at the bottom. If not, you can just search me as Uncle Danny. You'll find it on any of those three. And after this city, I will switch it over to something a little less monotonous here. And this one I've done too much damage to. It's hard to tell where to climb. There we go. So, that's Rampage on Atari. That's enough Rampage. It's going to be the same screen again and again. There's far less variety when it comes to this game, as opposed to even the NES version. The NES version looks a hell of a lot better. All right. Here's an oldie that a lot of you will recognize. This is another one that there's a sequel to on the PS4 port of the Atari Classics. It was pretty sweet. I'm trying to remember where to... get the laser. You have to be in here? Do I have to be up close? I actually don't remember. I actually don't remember how to get the laser to shoot. I thought you had to be in here and like hold down the button. Or is it? Nope. I feel like I have to be in here with that. Right? Because you get the laser to shoot, right? Am I remembering this wrong? I thought... Am I remembering this completely backwards? I thought you needed to, like, get a hold of this and that would cause the laser to fire after... I don't have to, like, hit the button multiple times or anything. Yeah. Nope, that's wrong. I actually don't remember how to fire the laser. Holy crap. Because... I thought I remembered you had to, like, be in here, and then after you clear out enough room, you can activate it. It's kind of like a torpedo, and it kills the boss here. Oh! There it is. Okay. Got it. Oh, and then I just killed myself. Okay, yep. I was too busy shooting this stuff. You gotta do that. Get this ready. Got it. Alright. Wait for it to do its thing. Boom, there we go. Got it. Next level. I thought you had to shoot it to get the laser. You just gotta kind of bump against it. This is, yep, this is the one that kind of does its own little scrolling. This is a game that has been fairly recently mentioned on a few things. I'm trying to remember. I think it was an episode of Lost where one of the guys was like talking about Yar's Revenge of all things. Just such a bizarre, wow, right into my face there. I think it was then. Well, I guess it's not so recent anymore. Lost was like 15 years ago. I'm really good at killing myself here. Let's clear out a little path before I start, Boom! There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do a bit of this. My other strategy was not working. This is pretty much all the game really is. You're just, oh my god, I can't believe I hit that. But yeah, you just keep clearing this out. Dodge that like I just didn't. And just keep taking out the boss. Get the highest score. Be the talk of the town. And it's just, yeah, just kind of back and forth between these two stages. Now, at the, when I was playing this on PS4 with that weird compilation here, there was Yar's Revenge 2, and they made a lot more updates with this, where there's different types of Yar's Revenge screens, which, God, this game needed. I mean, this was a big deal, you know, when it came out, but just kind of going back and forth between these gets very, well, monotonous, and that gets to be kind of, you know, very much a staple of a lot of Atari games is some of the monotony, just kind of going back and forth like that. Oh my god, I hit myself with my own bullets, my own missile. And I'm looking at chat. Alright, I'm going to take a bit of an early break here because I all of a sudden have to really use the bathroom again. It must be just one of those things. So I will be back in just a few minutes here. I'll make it really quick. Okay, yep, that was, like I said, really quick. That was all I needed there. All right, we're going to do a little bit of River Raid here, probably for the last until the next top, and then I'm going to switch it over to a more modern Atari system here. There are 2 River Raid games. The first one is the one I know better. That's the one I had growing up. I didn't even know there was a River Raid 2 until years later. It's just... think of it as a very early version of 1943. You just shoot stuff, get points, and progress 2 different levels. Each level is separated by a bridge. There, I'm at level 2. And again, it's not really a game where you can't really win it or get to, anything. It's just... it's a game you play against your friends for points. Whoever gets the highest points wins. Winning the game did not really become a thing until more the 8-bit era. They just kept going on loops forever and ever. It's probably why Nintendo took us all by storm when it came out. I remember I was one of the last among my friends to get a Nintendo. I was playing Atari up until almost 1988, I think. I want to say, I can't remember if it was 87 or 88 when I got my Nintendo. And I know that's like only a year, but when you're a kid, that's an eternity. But I remember trying to convince my parents I needed a Nintendo, and they're like, you have a perfectly good Atari down there. And of course, they don't know the difference. It's all the same to them. They don't, wow, I'm doing really bad trying to talk and play. It's all right. It's a very soothing, just run and shoot type game, so I can just keep going. And I used to be able to get really far in this too. I just need to get my groove. It's funny, I actually know this is like the 4th level just because of that narrow passage. I remember that. Those little blue planes are always a pain. Apparently, I don't know if this is true or not. I've never gotten far enough to find out. Those blue planes are like the newest, like new thing to shoot at that I've ever seen. Apparently, when we were kids, at least, there was a rumor that you get far enough, and then there's like a new boat or a new type of plane that comes at you. But I've never seen it. And we got up to like, I swear it had to have been like 20th level, and levels each being separated by a bridge. So, like there, I think I just got to like level 5. I wasn't even keeping track. But I hear that eventually you do get more ships and more planes to shoot at, but I, to this day, have never seen it. I guess I could check YouTube, see if I could find someone who's better at this game than me, if they've done it, or if it was just, there's so many rumors and, urban legends with video games from back in the day, because you couldn't fact check them. I know, like the nudity code for Mortal Kombat was a huge one. I remember that being, something we all talked about, and then, of course, there the kids were like, oh, yeah, it totally works. I got it to work. Yeah, and it doesn't exist. Kids are full of shit. I'm trying to think of some other. There were some great just urban legends. I know one of them, not really an urban legend, but one that my friends, there was a younger kid who they did just a crappy game trade. I don't remember what the good game was that they got, but I remember the game they gave the poor kid was 10-Yard Fight for Nintendo, which, if you've ever played it, is one of the worst, 8-bit football games ever made. It's really bad. But they convinced the poor kid that you could do fatalities like in Mortal Kombat in 10-Yard Fight. And I actually want to I want to see that. I want to see what a fatality in 10-Yard Fight would look like. And it's just one of those old stories that sticks with me because I just found it funny. It was mean, but funny. Oh, shoot. I should have gone the other way. There's fuel. Yep. That's the annoying sound that happens when you run out of fuel. I guess my solution is just crash my plane, and then it refills you. It probably doesn't work in real life. Let's just go over this. You get points for shooting the fuel if you don't need it. Oh, crap. I did get the credit, though. I blew up the bridge. As long as you shoot the bridge, you get credit. That counts. Even if you crash into the bridge, you can progress to the next level if you lose a life there. This plane must be really... Yeah, my plane must be really leaky. Look how fast the fuel goes down. Whoops. This is one of those types of planes that can't fly over land. Can only fly over water. Worst plane ever. And again, I'm not keeping track. I'm further this time than I was the last time, but I'm pretty sure that that new plane that shows up is not true. I'm pretty certain. Maybe they were thinking of River Raid 2. When people said that there was, like, you know, new planes that showed up. Because, I mean, I could see that. River Raid 2 is, like, a lot more involved than this. Because if I remember right, in River Raid 2, you can, like, ascend and descend. Obviously, this is all on one plane here. You can't go up or down or anything. It's not, you know, Top Gun or anything like that. You just keep running and shooting, and it just kind of goes on forever, or until you do something dumb like that. And you do get extra lives from points, so there is that. Which I appreciate. There's more games back then made points more pointful. Oh, shoot. I shot the fuel. Let's get this one. There we go. Ha! All right. Well, that was that. Let's go one more try here. Let's see how far I can get in this. This is one of those just one more try kind of games. Because as you just get more and more familiar with the stage layout, you're like, oh, wait, okay. Next time I'm going to do, you know, such and such. It's one of those types of games. And it very much is just a memorization of where everything is. I can't believe nobody's asked me to play E.T. Is that just done? Do people not care about that being a thing anymore? I mean, I'll play it. It's not great. Well, or I'll just run into walls. Let's go this way. Let's go that way so I can shoot the fuel. Shoot the fuel that my plane so quickly seems to burn through. And it's not exactly a, you know, one bullet per shooting, or, you know, one fire, one bullet. It, like, I can't, like, spam shoot. It's not one of those types of games. There's some Atari games, or, like, Defender is hilarious. If I play this with a Genesis controller that has a turbo button, the turbo button works. And on Defender, you just have this, like, stream of lasers. I'm just using a regular Genesis controller right now, so That was something I discovered as a kid when I plugged my Turbo Genesis controller in, put on some games like that, where, like Defender, I thought that was just crazy. You can just destroy at Defender if you play with the Turbo controller. So obviously the game was not made with that in mind. So it's pretty much cheating. It's actually really hard to die unless you let stuff get too close to your butt. Look at that. That's a smarter way to go. Just fly over fuel. And then crash into the first helicopter you see. Genius! Alright, let's try this again. Let's try it without being dumb. Hey, that's so much better. Alright. It's snack break time, guys. I'll be back in just a few here. I need to grab myself something to eat. So I'll see you in a bit, and after I grab myself something to eat, and I think we'll move on to Atari XE because there's a little bit more involvement in games. They're more arcade quality, and I got a lot to choose from there. So we'll see you then. All right, guys, I'm back. So I went to grab a bag of chips, and the moment I came down here and cracked them open, of course, he woke up. He's just off camera right now. He's right here. Right here. He smells potato chips on my finger. Anyways, I'm going to hold off a second firing up the XE because there's a few heavy hitters that I did not go over yet. So, bless you. One of them being like one of the biggest games ever of the time. Oh, I'm guessing you probably already left, Evan, but thanks for stopping in there. Good to see ya. Good to see everybody, since there's not a lot of seeing going on here. So, bear with me here. Yeah, here it is. Of course. How could I forget? So, as I'm sure everyone is aware, this is Space Invaders, the arcade game that took the world by storm. Honestly, there's much better alien shooter games now. Well, not now, but shortly after this. But this really was the one that made that... Oh, I missed the UFO. This is the game that really made it huge. And they're speeding up. I keep shooting through my barricades. This is another one of those games where I can get a few stages in, but once the aliens like start starting, oh, what are you doing, crappy here? Yeah, they'll this right here. Oh, okay, and he killed me. Yeah, when they land, that's game over. If they just shoot you, you lose a life. That last one is what drives me nuts. I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied with losing on the first stage. Gotta get them before they come down. If they come down too far, I lose all my defenses. I try to leave, like, you know... Okay, come on. I like to leave them, like, 1, 2, 3, because then it... There we go. Okay. There, it cleared, at least cleared the first level. But you see, they start one layer lower now. Okay, that was just dumb. That was all me. And, if they get, you know, if they keep dropping... Eventually you lose your shields, which they might, because I can't reach that guy on the far... Oh, nope. I can still keep my shields. See if I can get that thing. Ah! Keep missing it. I don't want to get hit. And I'm playing it on the easier difficulty, where my little penis ship there is a lot skinnier. If I switch the difficulty, you get this big fat ship that's just a huge target. I'm not feeling quite up to snuff right now with my Space Invaders abilities to play with Fatty Chode ship. That's seriously what it looks like. Ah, crap. There we go. Alrighty. Now I want to get over here and get this guy first. I'd actually be interested to see what the record is. Like, what is the highest score people have gotten in this game? I'm sure... Oh, crap. I just lost my bases. Stop shooting! And you can only have so many bullets on the screen at one time, too. That's another huge problem with this. No, yep, here's where it starts getting stupid. Yep, I'm not going to be able to make this. Oh. Yeah, the bullet. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. Now you start with no bases, and they're super close. Just want to get these two here, because you don't want them landing. They're, like, very close to being able to land right off the bat, so... Alright. They're already speeding up. You know, lives really don't matter in this game. Because right now I'm to the point where I just don't want them to, like, land on the ground. I don't want to insta-game over here. I was just thinking, and I think you get... I think this game awards you with extra lives with points. I'm not positive. Honestly, yeah. Oh, come on. And then, of course, they give you, like, no reaction time here. There we go. Holy shit. Look at this. Look at this. Like, you... Well, that was just dumb. You, Oh, that's the end. But yeah, when they start that low, you literally need to get that lower level done immediately, because the next down, I think, is they land. And then every ongoing level after that starts right there. And you just need to be fast and hit everything as soon as possible. Yeah. It's okay. It's an okay game. It's a classic, so I at least wanted to cover that. And then, yeah, I was sitting here thinking of another one where a huge game that I played all the time back in the day. I don't know how I forgot about this. And it's being a glitchy mess right now. 2 buttons. Basically, you just, left and right to move back and forth. Up and down is low gear and high gear. It's one of those 2-gear cars. And then the button is brake. And this was Rad Racer before Rad Racer. This game is much better on the 7800. And the 8-bit version of this game is considerably better. But at least, let's get a racing game in and get something. It is a very, very... This was a very popular game back in the day. It's weird that I don't have to hit anything to accelerate. You accelerate automatically. Now the cars start changing lanes. So I just, let the controller go, and it automatically accelerates for me, and I just gotta move back and forth and dodge. That's literally all there is to this. There's not much more that happens in this. The background obviously doesn't change. There's not new cars, it's just the same crappy-looking yellow cars. You don't really take place in this game. You just, you need to make the time deadline. You see the timer up there. The T is my time. I got 20 seconds. And I just need to make it. Oh, there. I got to the checkpoint, which is not labeled at all. You just have to oh, okay, there's the checkpoint. I got there. I don't know how, close the next one is. It just happens when it happens. That's what it looks like when you crash. Gonna move back down to low. Back up to high. I want to have a 2-gear car. It just has low and high. When I'm on residential streets, you stay away from my bag of chips, kitty. Now you made me die. I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm not going to make the checkpoint. You don't run out of fuel, you just run out of time. Yep. Well, that's pole position. It is one of those where I can safely say has not aged well. It is, It was fun at the time. This is not one I can go back and play again and again. It's just really not that great a game. Later on, it gets better again with, better graphics and everything. But oh man, it's a pretty rough one to try to play now. This, on the other hand, is still badass. This was one of my favorite Atari games when I was little. I played this one a lot. I got really good at it. I'm not as good at it anymore. I don't know if I'll be able to beat, there's 4 stages in this game. This is stage 1 with the vines. You literally just do this. And then, now I'm in the river. And, if I remember right, I think you can pretty much just... Yeah, no, you can't just stay up here. You get points for stabbing the crocodiles, but... Why? There's no reason. You don't need to. Just avoid them. Cat. As long as you avoid them, you're fine. Make sure you have air. Eventually the stage just ends. This is another one that got a really nice facelift later on 8-bit systems. Very detailed, looked pretty good. Maybe we'll play it on the 8-bit Atari here in a bit. Nope, still got crocodiles. This is one of those Atari games where you can 100% tell what everything is. You can tell you were swinging from vine to vine. Here I can tell I'm in a river. Crocodiles, I can tell these are boulders. This is stage 3. It's just jump and duck. And then oops, if I don't die, stage 4 kind of just comes into the sand after the boulders. Well, you'll see. We used to call... I'll wait till he shows up. You just gotta jump a few boulders, and then it moves on to stage 4. Kind of redundant, but I still love this game. This we used to call King Humunga Chunga. It's a cannibal. It's a cannibal camp. There's 2 of them. And you just jump over him, and he comes after you. You just keep moving. And there's the next one. And it actually has a really weird hit. Yeah. Like, you'll try to jump him and die. And it's kind of weird. I used to be really... Oh, shoot. I used to be really good and get it every time. But once... I'll show you. I do want to do a full completion of this here. The vines are super fast. I think the river is actually kind of the longest one out of all these. And I think actually the deeper you go, the faster your air supply. I'm not sure. I'm trying to see if it makes a difference. Here, let me see if... I wish I could, like, time it. And no, I don't think it's quite that advanced. It seems to be the same either way. I'd be pretty impressive if the lower you go, the faster your breath meter drains. I love the sound effects here. The sound effects of you getting air. Alright, that should be the last one. Yep, back to the boulder field. Hello. So far, doing a deathless run. If that's a thing in this game. That was actually really lucky. Oh, never mind. There's the death. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's see if I can not jump right into his face. Still doing it. God, I don't remember. There's like a sweet spot where you want to jump. Okay. I think it's when he's coming down. Not sure. Alrighty, and then here is... There we go. Okay, yeah, it's just when he's coming at you and on his way down. There. Rescue my girlfriend. That's basically winning the game. So, the time I have left... There's my high score. 16-4. Good. Now you just play the game over again, but the difficulty's harder. On the vine stage, you are super heavy and drop, so you have to actually time your jumps really well, or that happens, because you drop so fast. And it keeps getting harder and harder. I want to say I've completed playthrough number 2, but I don't think I ever completed playthrough number 3. It gets, like, damn near impossible. This is just faster. It's faster, and I think, yeah, your air goes away a lot quicker, too, so you have to... You just have to, oh, God, these guys. You just gotta stay near the surface. The boulders are really hard. They come at you fast, and I want to say the boulders on playthrough number 3 is where I just can't beat. They're too fast. Like, my reaction time is just not that good. It already gets pretty hard here, because, see, if it was just the little ones, it'd be no problem. But when they surprise you with the big ones, you don't have time to find a place to duck. And then now I'm just being dumb. So anyways, there's Jungle Hunt. I'm not going to play through it again to try to get to the third one. It would take quite a few playthroughs, and it's been a while since I've played it. I'm not as good at it now as I was back then. But I would play Pac-Man, except for Pac-Man on Atari is awful, as I'm sure many of you know. However, there is a good Pac-Man for Atari, which I will bring up right now. And this was another one I loved as a kid. This is Pac-Man, or Junior Pac-Man. And what's so great about this, neat little song in the beginning, is the map scrolls. And for back in the day, that was pretty incredible to have, like, this much of a play space in a game like this. One thing I don't like about Pac-Man, is it's so easy to get caught up on the walls. It always seems to be a problem for me. It will so easily try to make a turn, and it just, like, doesn't work right. I can't remember what the little like symbols and stuff, like the little bike in the corner is. I don't know if that's, like, the name of this level. I have there was a guy who I bought a copy of this game from a couple years ago, and he was trying to say it was sealed. He wanted $5 for it, and yeah, apparently some people don't realize that sealed does not mean shrink wrapped with, like, you know, a shrink wrap and a hairdryer. I kind of chuckle, but I mean, complete in box, at least it's $5 is worth it for this game, complete in box. So I ended up buying it from him, but I'm like, dude, don't ever say sealed when it's, you know, just shrink wrapped by either you or someone who suckered you into buying this, hopefully for not a ton of money. I'm just glad that all he wanted was, I'm glad that all he wanted was $5 for it, because that, I saw it, and, yeah. You guys ever had crap like that? I'm sure with the collecting market now, it's, you know, running rampant. People trying to pull fast ones all the time. Yeah, it gets really frustrating, too. Try to get, you know, some of these hard to find... Oh, jeez. This is another one where I might actually need the joystick. This is surprisingly harder without it. But yeah, if you ever play Pac-Man on Atari, I highly recommend this one. This was kind of my, you know, definitive go-to Pac-Man game around that time. I just don't remember being... I wonder if there's... Oh... Huh. I wonder if this is what I did. I'm like, I don't remember being so aggressive. And I wonder if this is why. I wonder if I played it on teddy bear mode. That's what this is. So the ghosts aren't nearly as aggressive. They just kind of wander around. Oh, curious. I'm just going to keep... or I'll just run into them anyways. Because, yeah, if you ever saw these, you know, little teddy bears here, that was always easy version of the game. Well, usually that's what that stood for. Not sure. I'm not sure if the ghosts are really acting all that different or not. Oh! Boy, that sure does not last long. You know what? I'm not even going to try to go after him. It's one of the big things in this game. A lot of people try to, you know, eat the pellet and go for the ghosts. Like right there I will, but a lot of the times it just winds up killing you because they don't last long at all. Like that, I mean, that was it. I don't know if I'm going to get any extra... Uh-huh. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Whoa! Big fatty pellets. Still dying a lot. How long this is. Oh, crap. I don't remember what the fat pellets are. Like, if that's like when the ghosts go over it when they're blue? Is that what that is? I actually am not sure. Or is that what these things... Maybe it's what these things do. I don't remember. I'm trying to figure out how the hell I used to clear these maps, because I used to be able to get a few levels in. Sure as hell can't do that right now, it seems. I don't even see, yeah, you can't, oh god, I don't think there's any pellets left at all, or power pellets. I probably just got really good at manipulating the ghosts when I was younger. Avoiding them. Because, yeah, this is... What was that, a packed dreidel? Almost got it. I don't know if I'm going to make it, though. Oh, shit. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I got this. Boom, there we go. At least I got a level completed. That's what I wanted to do. God, look at that. It's like no time at all to... Man, Ghost's killing me now. There is not any time to get those ghosts. I don't know if the 3... I don't remember. I don't remember if the 3 little bears makes it easier, or I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just know that that was later on in Atari's lifespan. That was kind of like, you know, the kitty level. Always had little, like, symbols like that. Now, all right. So there's my Pac-Man playthrough. We'll call that the Pac-Man playthrough right there. I am getting close to getting the XE out, but there is a few things I really, really would like to play that I haven't yet. And this was another big one right here that I played a lot of. The fact that they have DDT cracks me up. For those that don't know or just don't remember, that was there was a lot of controversy behind that. You know, it was used to keep pests off of. It was used to keep pests off of, you know, food and stuff like that. And then they found that there was potentially, that was toxic, but there were you know, problems with it. You know, people ingesting the chemical. Just the fact that it's in the game kind of cracks me up. So this was the sequel to Centipede. Very similar to Centipede. There's a lot more to it, a lot more creatures. There's still the jumping spider and the millipede instead of the centipede coming down, but lots of other bugs and stuff like that. It's a lot faster moving as well. As you can see, the level, instead of getting a new level, your level just kind of, I want to say, like, continues with a new millipede, and it, you know, the stuff stays on the screen, and a new millipede comes down, and it just keeps getting faster and faster. It changes color, but in Centipede, the game would actually reset. Whereas you can see right now, the millipede, I'm not killing the final segment, so there we go. So, yep, there we go. If I remember, oh, jeez. I forgot how intense this game is. Like, this is way harder than Centipede. The glowing, I remember the little rectangles that are all over the place. Those are mushrooms, and the glowing ones, I believe, if you shoot them, you are like lots of extra points, or there's something. If you shoot them, you get something. I think it's just lots of extra points. It's the magic mushroom. Yeah, this shit right here. God. That loud stinging sound when you get hit. It's a fun game. It's just hard as hell. Super aggressive. There we go. All right. Oh, shoot. And I haven't been paying attention. I don't know if points get you extra lives in this or not. I do not remember off the top of my head if that's a thing in this or not. Oh, and he got me. But that's end of game regardless. But, again, there's, you know, it's select starting score. Looks like I can have 0 and 0. I feel so slow now after Ah, did not mean to hit that right there. And, I don't know, I'm assuming you kind of figured it out for yourselves there. The gray area is all as far up as I can go. That's like my area. There we go. That's good. Let's see if I can get that. Hey. Much better this time. Using the pesticides to my advantage. Then I'm going to feed it to my family. So my kids can grow up big and strong. Oh. They're pretty generous with that, too. Like, that stays on the screen for quite a bit when you shoot it and blow it up. Alright. Yeah, this shit's coming at me. I have the instruction manual for this game somewhere, and they actually do have, like, names for every single creature in this. Like, and, like, everything on the screen has a name. Like, I guess ladybug, and, you know, obviously the spider, the dragonfly. Those, like, I think these, or maybe these are mosquitoes, I can't remember. But they actually, like, have, like, pictures, names, and, like, descriptions of, like, you know, why to avoid them as if you need that. And it's, like, you know, like, fully drawn. It's not just, like, you know, a picture of the video game character. Like, the instruction manual actually has, like, detailed animated drawings of a lot of this stuff. It's actually kind of cool. Something I miss. I miss instruction manuals in general. Oh, yeah. This gets so hard. We'll play another really fast-moving one up ahead here. Another one where I can get a few levels in, but then it just gets, like, you know, too hard for the human brain to react, and it's really fun. But, those that are old enough might remember it. It was a pretty big Atari game back in the day. So, this is Spider Fighter. And it's another one of those really fast-moving games. So those little eggs there, if you shoot the queen thing, whatever, they'll hatch and, you know, start jumping around. It gets really fast, really quick. Yeah, I'm already taking hits. There we go. So you want to take out, you know, these things first. For one, they steal your fruit. You don't want your fruit stolen. And then they lay eggs, which turn into these spiders. And it gets ridiculous if you don't take them out right away. Doing all right. He actually got quite a few of them out there. Oh, no. Well, got some life back there. And lost a life there. Wow. Normally I do better than this, guys. Of course, that seems to be the theme today. Hey, Shadow, how's it going? Doing some old school gaming here. Riding solo here until we can all start meeting up again. Stream Resident Evil 7? Not today, but that will be one we can definitely do at some point. I do have it back here somewhere. Oh, you're streaming Resident Evil 7. Ah. I never played Resident Evil 7. I've never played anything past 4. They were in a series I actually got into a ton. The one I played the most was the original one, and I just wasn't a fan of the controls. That was always... And I know it's survival, but it felt like I needed more... I know you're not supposed... Like, the whole point of it is you're not supposed to have enough ammo. You're supposed to survive. But holy crap, I wanted ammo. I wanted to shoot those things in the head. And then, of course, Resident Evil 3 came around with Nemesis, and all you could do was run. Resident Evil games are actually is a series that I enjoy watching people play more than playing myself, because I really like the story behind it. I don't like the survival part of it. And not being able to, unload on these things. I can't believe some of some of the games you're able to complete doing it with one hand. It's impressive. It's amazing, really. Oh no! Oh no! Don't you steal my fruit. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Keep it going. Keep it going. Whoops. I'll also tell you guys next week. This is I'm just kind of something I've been wanting to do for a while. I've played some of these really, really old games. I will be going back to something a little bit more modern starting next week. I'll probably actually get back more into Legend of Dragon again or something like that. But I've been wanting to do this for quite a bit. Just play some of the really, really old stuff I played as a kid. It's been a bit since I played some of these. Some of these I played fairly recently. This is one I come to from time to time. Demon Attack, like these types of shooter type games, I really still find a lot of fun. Some of the other ones, like I said, Pole Position, not so much. Pole Position's not a huge fun game for me much anymore. Holy smokes. We're at bananas. I remember bananas. Once you start seeing bananas, you're in the thick of it. This is when it starts to get really stupid hard. Bananas is usually where I go. Used to give you more, like faster attack power, or whatever, you can shoot. Being very generous on the extra lives, too. For some reason, he's not hitting him. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, I'm totally hitting him. What's going on here? Oh! It's because he hadn't dropped one yet. You can't shoot them until they drop an egg. They're invincible. Come on. God, I'm almost dead. That's why I die at bananas. They take their sweet-ass time and just dive bomb you. Alrighty. Well, that's Spider Fighter. That's a great game. It gets hard as hell, but it's a really fun one. That's one I highly recommend checking out. And it's very common if you... are in the market for, games that old. Spider Fighter's one I highly, highly recommend. It's a lot of fun. Let's play something else real quick here before the next top of the hour. This is something else that you can win. it's just, it takes a little bit of patience. This is Superman on Atari. So Clark Kent leaves the phone booth. He's going to work. Lex Luthor blows up the bridge. Uh-oh. And then all these henchmen show up. So I go into the phone booth, and I turn into Superman. And now the point of this game is you have to collect Lex, his henchmen, put them in jail. There's the jail. And then after that, let's capture Lex first. There we go. Lex is captured. Lex has a propeller on his back for some reason. And then you got to take the bridge. You got to take the bridge and put the pieces back and rebuild the bridge so you can go back to work. Those little, I'm just going to put that there. Those little things making that weird noise, that's kryptonite. If you get hit by it, you can't fly. And you got to find Lois and give her a kiss. And then you get your powers back. And that helicopter is kind of like the Bat in Adventure, where it steals your stuff. That's pretty much all this game is you just gotta round up these guys. It's a time game, not in the sense where you die if you run out of time, but the time is points. Whoever can complete the game in the least amount of time is the winner. But you can't actually lose. You can't lose this game. And I hope I have the game volume turned down enough for you, because this is some of the worst worst sound effects in history is in this game. Just this constant flying. Sounds like a motor, like the engine of a car revving. So you see in the upper left corner there, there's all the henchmen, the big bot, there. Now another one's gone. There's a big block, that's Lex, and then each of the little ones here are his henchmen. I got Lex put away first, which I usually don't do. One more henchman remains. Avoid the kryptonite. Avoid that kryptonite. Avoid that kryptonite. He's around here somewhere. Oh, and then when you fly into that's the subway. The subway is really neat because it changes colors, and then it just brings you out to other parts of the city. I don't need Lois. There he is. There he is. Let's see. I don't know where I am. I think the jail's this way. I don't want to go into the subway. Don't want the helicopter. I do need that ship piece or bridge piece at some point. Yeah, I think I'm level. It's like here. It's like the whole game's, if you imagine like, an entire grid, kind of like it's this way then. Kind of like Legend of Zelda is all on a grid. Similar idea. All right, so they got the two pieces there. I want to say the final piece, I think it's just right down over here somewhere. Ugh. No. At least in this difficulty, Lois just shows up when you get hit. There is a harder difficulty if I have it selected, where if I get hit by kryptonite, I gotta go find Lois. And it's not really so much as challenging as it is needlessly time-consuming. Because this game's already difficult enough to navigate. Go away, helicopter. Oh, there. I just found it. Oh my god, come on, really? Oh, I was going to say, I would be pissed if that thing is, like, unretrievable because it's stuck. All right. don't remember. I think it's just right back over here. You have to just kind of like fly around and eventually you'll find your way back. There's... Oh, you piece of crap. Now I'm stuck in the... Now I gotta go figure out where that ship piece... Or I keep calling it ship piece from Toe Jam and Earl. Okay, here we go. This is right. Because the jail's on the way. Alright, so... There we go. Really? Oh my god. This game's so infuriating to play. While it's true you can't lose, oh, you gotta have patience to win it just because it's kind of a mess. I'm just trying to find my way back to the bridge so there's only 3 pieces. I have everything I need. I just got to put them together to build the bridge. And then, of course, you know, Okay, so there's the prison. It's like a few away. The prison's kind of like my landmark right there because it's... Yeah, there we go. There! The bridge is done. So, go back in. Now that the bridge is done, I turn back into Clark Kent. I go walk across the bridge. And now, there we go. That's it. That's what happens when you win the game. You take the subway, you go to the office. Once you get to the office, the Daily Planet, you win the game. I am going to actually call it for a second here. I will try. Had a work message here, so I have to check that real quick. So hopefully I'll be able to come back, but if not, I will try to get back a little more often here as we're stuck on lockdown right now. And hopefully other things don't keep getting in the way. I really hope the guys can come back soon and we can start doing this on a regular basis. I will try to get on as much as I can, just going solo with different types of games in the meantime until we're able to come back formally. But unfortunately, I won't be able to follow the same schedule as I normally would. But that being said, I very much appreciate you guys still stopping in from time to time and saying hello, and we will hopefully